70-year-old woman, police chief in Oakland, California, revealing his plan in his first national TV interview to try to stop the growing attacks on Asian Americans in the Bay Area. President Biden and a number of Hollywood actors have been speaking out about this problem.
One of my newest initiatives is to have a liaison for our Chinatown community so that they can feel comfortable and know that they have a direct contact and resource.
The group Stop AAPI Hate says since mid-March of 2020 until the end of 2020, they received over 2,800 accounts of anti-Asian hate attacks nationwide. In just Oakland, recent attacks, including a 91-year-old man pushed to the ground in the city's Chinatown 2 weeks ago, and a 70-year-old woman knocked to the ground and robbed by two men days later. In this Chinatown shop, a man hovered behind a customer, waiting to snatch their wallet when they tried to pay. Chief Armstrong now saying his Chinatown liaisons will report directly to him and speak other languages.
We have to actually assign people who can communicate with this community. We understand that they have fears of reporting crime.
This comes among other steps, including more patrols.
We've also asked officers when they have a break to take a minute and park in the public's view in Chinatown.
Overnight, hundreds showing up at a community vigil in Oakland's Chinatown to denounce those attacks, some expressing frustration with police response.
2 days and they still haven't responded to us yet?
People gathered in one voice in Oakland's Madison Square Park.
We're not going to allow any narratives that disrupt the relationship that the Black and Asian community has.
What's needed is really folks coming together, as you see happening here, to say that we stand with you.
The news in you, north, east, west, south, unite from every alley and Cali intersection and back street. In today's news, just to notify the family and the public, there's been a large attack on Asian Americans. And now in Oakland, they had a rally or a protest for the attacks on Asian Americans. First, I would like to make my disclaimer on this video that this video will have no malicious intent or hatred toward Asians or any other ethnic group. It's just when I saw the rally and saw the words that were spoken, and they used words like the Black community is stereotyping Asians. But to me, that doesn't make sense. How could we stereotype somebody when we're the most stereotyped people on the planet? All the ethnic groups treat Black people with blatant, high disrespect. And it goes for the Asians too. Now, when disrespect reaches a head, that's when we have a problem. The disrespect has reached its head. And that's why we're having these violent uproars against Asian people. And it's not nothing that I condone, especially when it comes to the elderly. Don't care what ethnic background they are. I definitely don't condone none of that. I don't condone violence at all. But you have to look at maybe how some of these young people are feeling at this point in time. You don't think they're frustrated? You can't sit up here and tell me that Asians do not discriminate against Black people. If you sit up here and tell me that, you're lying, and you're lying to yourself, especially if you're a Black person. They have the businesses in the community. You don't see Black people working them. They got the nail shops, we get the nails done, but we don't work in the nail shops. They have the Chinese food places. I don't see you back there frying no rice. You would be feeling a little kind of angry that people are making all this money in your community and you can't even get a job inside the business at hand. So we, as people, we have a lot of explaining to do. We can't just be quick to point the finger at one group like they're trying to do right now. You can't act as if Asians are just that humble. They're humble, but are they that humble when it comes to black people? That's what you got to ask yourself. Who wants to go inside of a store and they follow you around in the store? Hurry up and buy. Cherie Murphy, the justice minister, she said she's not going to let no one disrupt the relationship between the black and the Asian community. And I was trying to figure out what relationship do they have. The only one I came up with, we sell, you buy. That's the only relationship they have. They don't have any other relationship outside of that. It's only capitalism. Capitalizing is the only relationship I have with you. So how are you going to disrupt a relationship that doesn't even exist? First and foremost. See, whenever there's a problem, there's a root to it. So you have to get to the root cause of the problem. Why all these attacks are happening. They're happening for a reason. And I know for a fact, myself from dealing with Asian people, they have this disdain and they do try to use a little disrespect against you sometime. And you can't say they don't. Anybody that ever dealt with them, any black person that ever dealt with them, had some form of disrespect or made you feel uncomfortable following you around in stores and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And if everybody's got all the businesses in the black communities. And this goes for all the ethnic groups. But I never see them hire black people. I never see black people working inside of those businesses. That could be quite frustrating. All you are is a meal. They're just eating off you. You don't get to eat none of it. You don't get none of the money. Nobody. None of y'all gonna get none of the money. We just gonna come and we gonna sell to y'all. Come on, that's how you got to do better ahead of time. And when it comes to attacks, we're the most attacked people on the planet. So you can't even speak about somebody being attacked. Like you're gonna pull all the energy to stop them from being attacked. And we've been attacked for over 400 years and it's still existing. We're still getting attacked every day. People are doing blatant disrespect, even on live TV towards black people. So y'all all have to do better. It's not just for to say the black community needs to do better. No, they got to do better too. They got to learn to respect people. That's how you do better. And when I listen to these community activists that begin to speak on behalf of black people, it's like you're undermining the black family. You're making us seem as if we're this bad group of people. Everybody has some bad in their groups. And you're making it like as if we're just targeting Asians. The black people are not targeting Asians. You got some black people that are doing whatever they do. That's everyday violence. Black people have major everyday violence against them every day with their own people and with people on the outside. You have to fix that violence first. You got to fix the violence that we have on each other first. That's what has to be addressed. That's what has to be fixed. And it's like the same with the bill. Ice Cube is trying to get a bill passed where black people can start owning businesses and stuff, getting these business loans. Because guess what? When everybody's eating and everybody's making money, everybody's happy. Everybody's feeling better about themselves. But when you got one group eating and one group not eating, that's a disaster waiting to happen. You got the lion sitting over here, ain't eaten months. And here's the giraffe over here eating the trees up high, eating the bananas, eating the fruit, eating the leaves off the trees. The tree is too high for the lion to get to it. So what is he going to do? He going to have to eat the giraffe because he got to survive too. I was trying to figure out, like I said, what kind of relationship do we have in the community? Like I told you, they sell, we buy. And secondly, I'm not going to let nobody vilify the black people. I'm not going to let you put smut on the names of the black family. Not against my brothers and sisters. I can't let you do that. And when you look at some of these activists, when I look at them, it's almost like they want the black people to get shitted on, stay docile, and don't get angry. That's basically what they're saying to you. Everybody is capitalizing off of black culture except black people. They're in our culture, but they don't allow you inside of their culture. It's like we got the only culture with the one come, one all mentality. But everybody else blocks us out of coming inside of their culture and benefit off of their culture. But they quick to come benefit off of ours. You got to think about the words, what Tupac said. He said, this is thug life. The hate you give little infants fucks everybody. Let that resonate. And with that, I'm going to say peace. This is the news in you. North, east, west, south. Unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.